What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy holidays. Alrighty. Good to see you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Happy holidays. We've got our Christmas tree up in the background, as you can see. It's still not fully decorated, but it's about halfway done. So figured I'd put it in the background for today. Good to see you all. Manfred, Gordon, Dave, Diane, Hans, Greg, Leslie, good to see you. Eduardo, Yuko, Gary, Sadie, Florin, Eduardo, Alberto, Ryan, Kevin, got my folks in the house, David, Patrick, Monica, Suzanne. Anyway, good to see you all. Brittinger, nice to see you. Tita Germ, wow, there's so many people. Donald, good to see you. So anyway, I hope you guys are well. I'm still slightly sick. I'm still not 100%, but I did get tested, and it's not COVID, thankfully. It's just a bit of a cold, but a cold that doesn't want to go away. I think, after spending 9 months inside, basically with no contact with other people, our immune systems are a little bit, they got lulled into a false sense of security. Anyway, Gilles, salut mon vieux. Good to see you. Hey, Kingsley, good to see you. So today I'm still, like I said, a little bit under the weather, so yeah, Greg, whiskey would be nice. So I'm going to keep it, relatively relaxed, but there's a concept that I talk about with my students. Oh, thanks, student. Glad you like the reverb. That's something I just added this week. But there's something I talk about with my students about this idea of kind of hearing the piano, or hearing, when you play, imagining that it's almost like someone else is playing while you listen. It's sort of a weird mental, sort of meditative trick. Or with the solo piano, another sort of technique I like to think of is I sort of imagine that I'm just in the audience listening while the piano kind of plays itself, or imagining someone else is playing. It's kind of a weird thing, but I find that it leads me to some of the best music that I make. It's not the most flashy stuff that I'll play, but it tends to be kind of right. So if you guys will indulge me, I'm just going to kind of explore that idea today of sort of sitting back and listening and imagining that someone else is playing. And I'll be curious to see, those of you who tune in every week, see if you hear a difference. I always try to do that a little bit, but this week I'm really going to try to emphasize that concept. So let me know what you guys think. So let's see, let's play a little Christmas. How about? I haven't done really many Christmas tunes so far this year, so we're going to kind of see if we remember them as we go. little Christmas song, get things started in the holiday spirit. Lisa, that's good. Baking cookies and listening, that's a good combination. I'm all for that. Hey, Judith, good to see you. Cecilia. Thanks, Ruth. And yeah, Yuko, I'm glad you've tried messing with that idea of listening like it's someone else. It's not easy. It's a little weird, but the idea is that the best music sort of comes from a sort of less, sort of analytical, less thinking part of our brain. We want to get it straight to the, straight to the heart. Patrick, I appreciate that. Oof, pardon me. Still bringing up this cough here. So John, why don't you compose a Christmas song? I actually, for those of you who don't know, I do have a Christmas album that I recorded last year. It's called I'll Be Thanking Santa, and it's got 2 original Christmas tunes on there. One called I'll Be Thanking Santa, and one called Christmas Won't You Stick Around for a While, which I have to kind of get back up, work up a little bit, but they'll be coming soon over the next couple weeks. I'll be mixing those guys in. For those of you who want to check it out, you can head to my website, benpaterson.com, and you can get MP3s there, or it's also on streaming and all that kind of stuff. Just search Ben Paterson, I'll Be Thanking Santa. That'll be your, hopefully your Christmas go-to record for the season. So let's see. There's a lot of ballad requests. Before I get into these ballads, let me play something else. Maybe it's much too early in the game. But I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing, New Year's? New Year's Eve. Wondering whose arms will hold you good and tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock at night, welcoming in the new year. New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of the 1,000 invitations you'll receive. But it take in case I stand one little chance. Here comes that jackpot question in advance, wondering, welcoming in the new year. New Year's Eve. I get distracted reading all the comments. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of the 1,000 invitations you'll receive. But in case I stand one little chance, here comes that jackpot question in advance. What are you doing, New Year's? New Year's Eve. What are you doing? New Year's Eve. All right. That one's for you. I forget who requested that. I think it was Kingsley, but that one's for you guys. I love doing that song around the holidays. One of my favorite December tunes. Good to see you all. Hope the weather's all right. Looks like some of you've got some snowstorms happening. Some of you've got some good weather. Patrick, I think you've probably got the best being down in Australia. Conrad, yeah, if you want to get a piano lesson, no problem. Doing a lot of teaching on Zoom these days. Just send me a message through my website, benpaterson.com, and we can figure out the time for that. I probably teach, I don't know, usually about 2 or 3 lessons a day. Hey, Yoji from Japan, good to see you. I'll get in how insensitive in for you for next time, I promise. best concerts I've done in my career, which was a tribute to Nat King Cole at the Stockholm Concerthuset, which was a beautiful thing. We had a bunch of Swedish musicians and American musicians. We did a great tribute to Nat King Cole. For those of you who follow me on Patreon, you can actually check out the audio from that concert. And for those of you who don't, you can check me out on patreon.com/BenPatersonMusic. But then I did another tour in Sweden the year before with great Swedish guitarist Erik Söderlind. And we went all around the Northlands. We went to Östersund, we went to Piteå, we went to Skellefteå, we went to Örnsköldsvik. All right, thanks for the tip. Check. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. How's that? Can you guys hear me again? Check. Can you hear me? Let me know if that fixed it. I've got this little reverb unit, but it's battery powered, so it must have just run out of batteries. Let me check that. Hey, 1, 2, check. All right, seems like it's working. But yeah, like I was saying, I got to tour up in the Nordlands of Sweden with Erik Söderlind, Skellefteå, Piteå, Örnsköldsvik, all those places. Thank you for letting me know about the microphone. I appreciate that. Let's see, what do I feel like playing? You gotta multitask on this. Girl Talk. That's another nice old classic. Terry, I did not get your message about Johnny O'Neill. Maybe try resending through my website, through benpaterson.com. Not sure. But anything about Johnny, let me know. Yeah, you like the finger snaps? Thanks to everybody tuning in. As usual, I do have tip jar links in the description. If you guys want to drop a little love in there, feel free. Help keep the holidays bright or whatever. Let's see. When COVID's over, would I consider a concert in the bush in South Africa? Yeah, I would. I'd love to come play in South Africa. I was actually talking with a South African record label a year or two ago about releasing one of my records down there. And they were telling me about South Africa's jazz history, that South Africa really has a rich connection with jazz, and it was kind of anti-apartheid music, or that it really has a lot of cultural significance down there. So I'm sure you guys have some good fans. I would love to come play. All right, let's pick up the pace. Play something a little faster. Little C-Jam Blues for you guys. Hey, Robert from Pennsylvania. Good to see you. Let's see. Someone was asking about Christmas concerts. So for those of you who follow me on Patreon, I'm going to post something actually probably tomorrow. There's a special Christmas concert I'm doing, sponsored by some friends in Indianapolis. And for those of you who follow me on Patreon, you'll get access to that for sure. And I'll also send the link to a few of you guys in the chat who drop me tips pretty much every week, which I very much do appreciate. Tip jar links are in the description if you guys want to drop a little love. But I'll be playing Christmas tunes all month, really. But if you want to tune into that specific Christmas concert, check me out on Patreon, patreon.com, and you guys can follow me that way. Jacopo, I already played Christmas song. You missed it. But actually, let me know in the comments what Christmas tunes you guys would like to hear. I probably won't get to them today, but over the course of the next few weeks, I'll be putting them in, and I'll see if I can add them for that Christmas show. So let me know in the comments what Christmas tunes would you guys like to hear. Rick, I got this one for you. Christmas time is here. I can never decide if I want to play that tune in 3 or in 4. I did it on my record, actually. I'll be thanking Santa with a kind of a poinciana thing. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ching, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. But I think the classic version is in 3. So I kind of go back and forth how I want to play that one. I saw someone earlier say it was, felt very calm. And it's, again, today I'm kind of digging into this idea of kind of sitting back and letting, listening as if someone else is playing the piano. It's something I talk about with my students. And it's interesting what it does. It does kind of calm things a little bit. I might not play as fiery, but I find that I come up with more original ideas. I'm actually a bit more creative, a bit more melodic. So I don't know, they both have their trade-offs. Playing jazz and improvising is really like a mental balance. It sort of takes being a sort of Zen master to be 100% in the right spot. Anyway, I see all your Christmas requests. I'm going to write these down and add them to the list for the shows coming up and for the Christmas show I'll be doing later this month. The Christmas show I'm doing is on the 20th. And again, to get to that link to that show, check me out on Patreon, patreon.com, Ben Paterson Music. Yeah, Udi, I hear what you're saying. I go back and forth. Sometimes I play and I'm like, okay, I'm going to lay back, I'm going to listen, let things flow, let things be creative. And then other times I'm like, okay, I'm going to come in and I'm going to just play every note I can with as much strength and as much conviction as I can. Which has its own benefits too. But I find I'll play nice and strong, but I don't get as many new ideas. I don't play as many new things. So I don't know, they both kind of have their different benefits and costs and all that. Yeah, more melodic and less rhythmic. That's probably right. Quentin, yeah, the man with the bag. And you mentioned another one too, which I'd never heard of. Quentin, what was the other one you mentioned? Secret of Christmas. I've never heard that one either. Well, now that I'm warmed up a little bit, maybe I'll come back and I'll start playing. I'll play with the flip side of it. I'll start just playing super strong and not trying to kind of let it flow as much. Let's see what that does. What's a good... The ultimate, of course, is to have both of those, right? As jazz musicians, we're constantly searching for this sort of state of mind where we're relaxed and letting things flow and letting new ideas happen, while also speaking strongly and playing strongly and with conviction and force, and somehow to do both of those things at the same time, to speak sort of with strength and confidence and get your ideas out, but also be listening constantly and open to new ideas and things. That's very hard. That's kind of that's partly why jazz is so fun and so challenging, is we're always searching for that perfect balance between those two mindsets. Well, let's see. Let's play something swinging. Let's see. Tannenbaum. That's on my Christmas CD as well. I'll be thanking Santa. And once again, I'll get my two original Christmas tunes coming up. Not today, but in the future for sure. Let's see. Let's play something fast. Great set. If you can fit it in, it's my dad's birthday on Friday, and if you could shout out to him. Which tune are you talking about, Judith? Sorry, I think I missed it in the comments. Yeah, Takuya, I just played O Tannenbaum. Yeah, or O Christmas Tree, however you want to look at it. But anyway, happy 91st birthday to Judith's dad, Bill, down in Australia. There's a happy birthday to Bill. Happy 91st. Let's see. Somebody asked for a great tune, which I haven't played in a long time. Nobody Else But Me. Let's see if I can remember it. It's been a while. Played that in a long time. Nobody Else For Me, but that's for you, Arvid. Got a lot of Swedish fans in the house today, which is great. Yeah, Robert, thanks. My left hand chops definitely have something to do with playing the organ. Although even before I started playing Hammond B3, I used to always just walk bass on the piano as well. All right, this hour just totally flew by. I've got time for about one or two more. But again, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Happy holidays. For those of you who dropped a tip in the tip jar, thank you so much. I know there's a bunch of you that do that every week, and it really, really means a lot. Thank you. And thanks for all the Christmas requests. I'll get those coming in over the next few weeks. And once again, I do have a show on December 20th. That's going to be a Christmas show for Patreon subscribers, and then a few of you who do drop a little money in the tip jar each week, I'll send you that link as well. But yeah, stay safe, stay healthy. Let's see, we got time for two more. I can't get this tune out of my head, and then I'll end with a Christmas one. Let's see if I can remember the words to this. This little girl of mine, I want you people to know. This little girl of mine, I take her everywhere I go. I looked at the suit was new. I looked at my shoes and they were too. That's why I love that little girl of mine. This little girl of mine, she told me we had a date. This little girl of mine, she called me up around 8. She said she'd meet me at 8:45. Believe it or not, she was right on time. That's why I love that little girl of mine. This little girl of mine, she knows how to love me when I'm sad. This little girl of mine, she knows how to love me when I'm bad. Down to a T, if she does something wrong, she keeps it from me. That's why I love that little girl of mine. Yeah. This little girl of mine, she knows how to dress real neat. This little girl of mine, she stops traffic out in the street. When folks start to whistle, I don't mind. Can't blame her 'cause she is mine. That's why I love that little girl. Oh, love that little girl. Oh, love that little girl of mine. All right, couldn't help getting in a little bit of Ray Charles there for you guys. All right, thanks again, everyone. Thanks so much. I'm going to play one more tune for you guys. Something in the Christmas spirit. Again, I'm trying to remember all these Christmas tunes. I haven't really played them since last year, but I really appreciate all the requests, all the comments, and happy holidays to you guys. An Errol Garner Christmas. All right, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks to all of you who dropped a little love in the tip jar. Stay healthy, stay safe, have a great week. And I'll keep the holiday tunes coming. Looking forward to the next couple weeks. And once again, for those of you who haven't heard it, check out my Christmas CD that I made last year. It's called I'll Be Thanking Santa. You can find it on streaming platforms and on my website, benpaterson.com. Gustav, I do these sessions every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time and every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I think that's right. Anyway, the graphic will come up just in a minute that shows when they happen. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Really, really great to spend some time with you all and sharing some good music. So stay safe, be well, and hope to see you guys next time. Thanks so much.